Adam Cole was reportedly prepared to retire at AEW All in Texas until cooler heads prevailed. Cole is dealing with concussion issues, forcing him to vacate the TNT Championship. Roman Reigns makes his return to WWE television last night on Monday Night Raw, and scrapped plans for a Tribal Chief Championship have been finally revealed. CM Punk versus Gunther is set for SummerSlam after Punk won the gauntlet match last night on Raw. Nikki Bella competed in her first singles match since 2018 on Raw last night. Lyra Valkyria will once again face off with Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. Paul Heyman comments on Seth Rollins' injury that he sustained at Saturday night's main event. Naomi moves to Raw after becoming the Women's World Champion at Evolution. She'll defend her championship in a triple threat match at SummerSlam. Jelly Roll is to guest host Jimmy Kimmel Live, with Randy Orton being his special guest. The backstage reaction to WWE Evolution has been revealed. Goldberg actually speared referee Charles Robinson at Saturday night's main event in his retirement match, and Robinson has suffered cracked ribs. Charlotte Flair addresses the positive fan reaction at WWE Evolution, and Natalya is set to face off against TNA's Master Slamvich at Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's begin with Adam Cole. Of course, Cole, now the former TNT champion. All in Texas saw a tearful Adam Cole relinquish the TNT championship as he was not cleared to compete, with it believed Cole has suffered a concussion. AEW President Tony Khan made the decision to pull Cole from All In hours before the show took place after Cole had complained of feeling unwell. A report from Fightful Select suggests that the multi-time Ring of Honor World Champion is suffering from concussion issues, with it believed Cole suffered the injury in the week leading up to All In. Now, the only match Cole wrestled in that time frame was a six-man tag alongside Paragon teammates Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly against the Don Callis family team of Kyle Fletcher, Trent Beretta, and Rocky Romero. Earlier reports suggested Cole could have suffered the injury after taking a lariat from Fletcher during the match. Now, Cole suggested that All In that a retirement is not off the cards. We've got more details on that. Of course, he has suffered with concussion issues in the past. Cole has had a torrid time of injury in the past several years and is believed to have recently suffered the concussion, as I mentioned, just days before All In. Now, during his address to the fans, Cole noted he wasn't sure if this could be the end of his career, and a report from Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Live suggests Cole was close to retiring at the event. Cooler heads clearly prevailed, as Cole did not officially call time on his career, noting that he was not in the right headspace at All In to make a permanent decision on his future. As I said, the concussion is believed to have occurred on the go-home edition of AEW Collision. Now, Roman Reigns is back on WWE television, returning last night on Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns made his return to WWE TV on the July 14th episode of WWE Raw. Reigns came out following the main event, which saw CM Punk win a gauntlet match to secure a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther at SummerSlam. After the match, Bron Breakker, the man Punk pinned in the final match of the gauntlet, wiped out Jey Uso, who had helped Punk in the match, and Punk with a spear. Bronson Reed, who interfered on behalf of Breakker in the gauntlet, was setting up for a double tsunami splash with Reigns' music hit and the original Tribal Chief making his way to the ring. Reigns hit Reed with a Superman punch before taking down Breakker. Reed tried to help his partner, but Reigns dropped him with a Samoan drop. Reigns took out Breakker with the Superman punch before hitting a spear on Breakker. With the ring cleared, Reigns helped Jey to his feet and stood alongside Punk as the show closed. This was Reigns' first appearance on WWE television since the night after WrestleMania 41, when he was taken out by Seth Rollins and Breakker. Reigns competed at WrestleMania 41 in a triple threat match against CM Punk and Rollins. Rollins won the match after Paul Heyman betrayed Reigns and Punk, officially aligning with Rollins. During his time away from WWE television, it was reported that Reigns would be playing Akuma in the upcoming Street Fighter film. Of course, if we get any more details about his plans for SummerSlam, we'll let you know in a future video. When it comes to Roman Reigns, an interesting report shows what could have been earlier this year. A scrap design for a Roman Reigns themed WWE Championship has now been revealed following his return last night on Raw. In December of 2024, it was reported that WWE had discussed introducing a new championship into the storyline between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. The title would be the Tribal Chief Championship. However, these reported plans wouldn't come to pass, with it later being confirmed that Reigns and Sikoa would feud over the ceremonial Ulafala instead. With Roman Reigns returning on the July 14th episode of WWE Raw, a new item of merchandise is available to pre-order in the form of the Tribal Chief Championship replica title. Available through WWE Shop, the Roman Reigns Tribal Chief Championship replica title bout will be shipped no later than October 16th, 2025. WrestleVotes has confirmed that this replica bout was the design that would have been presented to Reigns on Netflix had the decision gone through back in December. The match between Reigns and Sikoa took place under tribal combat rules, with the OTC victorious, reclaiming the Ulafala and recognition as Tribal Chief. Now, as we spoke about previously, CM Punk will challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. Of course, there was a gauntlet match last night on Raw with the winner facing the ring general for the title at the biggest event of the summer. The match started off with Bron Breakker and Penta. After nearly 10 minutes of back and forth action, Breakker scored the victory with a viral moment, catching Penta with a spear in midair after a springboard attempt. LA Knight came in next, taking an early advantage over Breakker due to the difference in stamina. Breakker eventually took control of the match, targeting the injured rib of Knight. The unpredictable badass ended up eliminating the megastar from the match with a spear. Jey Uso was out next. The momentum shifted drastically as the fresh Uso wore down Breakker and celebrated with multiple replays of his theme song. Bronson Reed would end up getting involved in the match, shoving Uso off the top rope. Breakker then speared Uso, picking up the pinfall victory moments later. CM Punk was the final entrant into the gauntlet match. Even with the threat of Bronson Reed lurking at ringside, Punk dominated the early moments. During the closing stretch of the match, Punk was able to fight off Reed and take down Breakker with his signature top rope elbow drop. Reed still got involved moments later, but Jey Uso came back out to even the odds. CM Punk ended up scoring the win moments later, pinning Breakker after hitting his go-to-sleep finisher. He will now face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. Nikki Bella competed in her first singles match on Raw since 2018. The July 14th edition of Monday Night Raw featured Bella's first one-on-one match since 2018 as the Hall of Famer faced Chelsea Green. This match was made after Nikki Bella eliminated Green from the Battle Royal at WWE Evolution 24 hours prior. In the end, Bella was able to secure the victory over the former Women's United States Champion, pinning her after hitting her rack attack finisher. After the match, Piper Niven and Alba Fire hit the ring to attack Nikki Bella. Before any major damage could be done, Stephanie Vaquer came out and chased away Green's secret Hervis. Vaquer and Bella celebrated together as the segment came to a close. Notably, this was Bella's first televised singles win since the September 10th, 2018 edition of WWE Raw. Bella defeated Ruby Riott, now known as Ruby Soho, on that show. Before that, Bella hadn't won a televised singles match since December 2016, when she defeated Carmella in a no disqualification match at the TLC Premium Live event. Now, the Women's Intercontinental Championship match for SummerSlam has been confirmed. Lyra Valkyria will challenge Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. Lyra earned her title shot by defeating Bayley in a 2 out of 3 falls match on the July 14th episode of Raw. The final fall saw Lyra escape a crossface, picking Bayley up and hitting Nightwing after Bayley tried to roll back to the center of the ring as Lyra got close to the ropes. Bayley scored the first fall early in the match, securing a 3 count with a roll-up. Lyra would even things up by countering Bayley's pin attempt with a cradle for the 3 count. Bayley and Lyra competed in a triple threat match against Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at WWE Evolution. Lynch walked away the winner after catching Bayley with a backslide pin. Paul Heyman, he's had a comment on Seth Rollins' apparent injury that he suffered at Saturday night's main event. Following the abrupt ending to his match with LA Knight at WWE Saturday night's main event, a small update has been provided on Seth Rollins and his status going forward. The update came from Paul Heyman on Monday's episode of Raw, revealing that he doesn't have enough information on the situation yet. Heyman quickly changed subjects and bragged about the possession of the Money in the Bank briefcase, importantly noting that the contract won't expire until June next year. After the segment, LA Knight talked about the condition of Seth Rollins during a commercial break, saying that he should hurry back so he can hurt him the right way. Now, Naomi, she's on WWE Raw now that she is the Women's World Champion, but a big match for that very same title has been made for SummerSlam. Naomi, the new Women's World Champion, kicked off the July 14th edition of Raw to celebrate her big win at Evolution. Naomi also had some words for Bianca Belair, saying she outgrew the EST of WWE. Rhea Ripley was out next, saying that she's pissed at the Glow for ruining her potential double moment at Evolution. Io Sky hit the ring next, telling Ripley to get to the back of the line because she wants to get her championship back. After some more arguing between all three WWE superstars, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce came out and welcomed Naomi to Raw. Moments later, after praising Ripley and Io Sky's match at Evolution, Pearce announced that Naomi will defend the Women's World Championship against both Io Sky and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match at WWE SummerSlam. Speaking of SummerSlam, Jelly Roll, of course, is set to compete. He's also set to host Jimmy Kimmel Live. Jelly Roll is set to host the July 16th episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live tomorrow. Randy Orton, Jelly's tag team partner at WWE SummerSlam, will be a special guest. Jeremy Renner will be the main guest on the show, while Joey Badass will be the musical performer. Jelly and Orton, effectively going by RK Roll, will team at SummerSlam to face Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. The match was made official at WWE's Saturday Night's Main Event after McIntyre connected with a Claymore kick on Jelly, who pulled Paul off of Orton and tossed him to the ground. Speaking at the WWE Evolution post-show, Triple H commented on Jelly Roll's upcoming WWE match, saying Orton and McIntyre were excited to be doing the match. Quote, Randy Orton is so excited to be doing this for him. Drew McIntyre is excited. Logan Paul is excited. As soon as we mentioned any of this, those guys were like, oh my god, yeah, let's go. It's fun and exciting for them, and there's an opportunity to do something different in a business where this is very serious a lot of the time, stated Triple H. He was speaking at the Evolution post-show, and WWE Evolution, of course, is in the books, and many within WWE left very happy with it. Fightful Select say they spoke to a number of sources within WWE about the show, which they felt was a home run. One higher-up that WWE spoke to said that the women on the show were put in a position to over-deliver, and they were happy with how all the matches ended up. The Women's Intercontinental Championship and World Title match got particularly high marks. In addition to the producers that were already revealed, Fightful have been told Molly Holly was also on hand to help produce Naomi vs. Jade Cargill. Speaking of Naomi, there were a lot of happy staff and talent backstage, as Naomi is widely adored and has received a ton of praise for her heel run this year. Members of the roster that Fightful say they spoke to were also very happy with how it turned out. Some that Fightful spoke to said they wished it would have got more of a build, but found the challenge of filling the gaps on social media to be fun. Fightful are told that everyone backstage seemed to really enjoy the evening. Now, the night before, it was Saturday Night's Main Event, and Charles Robinson suffered an injury. Heading into Goldberg's retirement match with Gunther this past weekend, Saturday Night's Main Event, there was much concern about the Hall of Famer's physical condition. Goldberg made no secret of the fact that he was banged up as he went to battle the World Heavyweight Champion, but thankfully, it looks like he came out of the match none worse for wear. The same cannot be said, though, for the match's referee, Charles Robinson. On Instagram, Robinson shared a picture of an x-ray that showed what appears to be a cracked rib he sustained when Goldberg accidentally speared him. He said, quote, "Thanks, Goldberg, never fear. I am all man and can't be kept down. I will return for SmackDown next week in San Antonio," he wrote. In a prior post, Robinson shared a picture of him taking the spear, as well as one of him and Goldberg posing for a selfie backstage, alongside the caption, quote, "Still friends with Goldberg after having the honor of officiating the match against Gunther for Saturday Night's Main Event in Atlanta. Ribs are still sore, but I got what I got. Speared in Goldberg's last match." Charlotte Flair has addressed the positive reaction she received at WWE Evolution at the weekend. Charlotte Flair has responded to the reaction she received on Sunday. Flair teamed with Alexa Bliss in a four-way match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships at the event. In addition to cheering for her throughout the match, fans chanted "We want Charlotte" while she was on the apron and responded loudly when she got tagged in. The reception at Evolution comes after Flair published an article in the Players Tribune last week discussing the criticism she receives, her brother Reed's death, and her 3 marriages that ended in divorce, and several other personal subjects. Since Evolution, Flair has been replying to fans on X, letting them know how much the support means to her. Quote, "It meant everything," Flair responded to her fan about the "We Want Charlotte" chants. "Me too," she wrote, when another fan said they were emotional about the fan response at Evolution. And finally, Natalya is going to be competing in more matches on the Indies. Natalya will clash with TNA Wrestling's Masa Slamovich at Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 14 event. The show is scheduled for August 2nd in Rutherford, New Jersey as part of WWE SummerSlam weekend. The two women have been exchanging words on social media, leading to Barnett making the match official. So the match is now confirmed for SummerSlam weekend. But there you go, guys. The latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.